This is Girard Sports Live. Girard Sports Live is presented by Crocan Telephone, your community technology partner. Also by Ag Choice of Hepler, American Family Insurance, Jenny Collins Agency, Call Service, Chicken Annie's of Girard, Chris Paoni, DDS, Community National Bank and Trust, Evans Motors, Farm Bureau Financial Services, First National Bank, G&W Foods Family Super, Girard National Bank, Larrett Ceramics, Lehman Realty, McClellan Sanitation, Norris Outdoor, Producers Cooperative Association, and TJ Belcher at State Farm Insurance. This is Girard Sports Live.
And good Monday afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Fort Scott. Welcome to LaRoche Baseball Complex, Dave Reagan Stadium. BJ Harris with you alongside me, Dale Shine, as we settle in ourselves in here for a varsity matchup between the Girard Trojans and the Fort Scott Tigers. The Trojan men coming off a very big-time sweep on Friday of the Colgan Panthers, a game hopefully the Trojans, and a couple of games really the Trojans, we hope can parlay into a matchup here against a real good SEK opponent in the Fort Scott Tigers. The Tigers sitting at number 2 in the SEK coming into this ball game. But of course, the Trojans coming off that very good win, a couple of very good wins over Colgan on Friday. And Dale, that's a historic real wins, a couple of wins over. I went back and did some research, and the last time the Trojans got a sweep of Colgan was in 2002, so 16 years ago. Colgan, obviously, traditionally a very, very good baseball program, but the momentum and the confidence I had to build to get that game and get those wins there in Pittsburgh on Friday has to help parlay into this week.
No question about that. It's always good to go over to Colgan, and like you said, 16 years since we've had a sweep. You know, we've played them tough a lot of times, but boy, I'll tell you, history coach over there and a great program over at Colgan. Girard went over and took care of some business. Colgan is down just a little bit, but you know what? You got to go over there and play at their house. So we went over and played at Pitt State, actually, and 2 great wins over there.
Got them in game 1, 7-2. Got them in game number 2, 11-1. Moved to 10-7 on the season, 7-5 coming in to this game here, 7-5 in the conference play, 10-7 overall. And this is the final week of the regular season. The Trojans will be wrapping things up, I believe, going to having Lubbock County on Thursday. We'll have those games for you on the girls' side coming up on Thursday. And then a week from tomorrow is regional competition, and then that's the end of baseball season unless you make it to that state tournament. So, man, things are starting to wind down here. You got to be playing your best baseball, and hopefully the Trojans will have it in what is a fantastic facility here in Fort Scott. There is no coincidence that we're up here doing these ball games here today as I look through the schedule, and I'd never had been in here before. I wanted to come in here. And then it just was a bonus today that we're inside the press box. It's air conditioned. It's about 80 degrees outside.
It is kind of nice to be out of that 85-degree weather. Not that that's hot by any means, because we called a bunch of games in the cold, rain, and wind.
Yeah, we'll take it for sure. The weather should be nice. Again, a great facility. It's a turf infield, natural grass outfield, and the Trojans out there taking BP right now, getting ready for this ball game. Down the street a little bit, right up 69 Highway here. The ladies are in action against Fort Scott. Fort Scott women have a pretty good softball program as well. We'll talk more about that, talk about how the ladies did. All the fundamentals on display last Friday against the Colgan Panthers. We'll talk more about that, get you ready for this one as the Girard Trojans get ready to take on the Fort Scott Tigers here on Girard Sports Live. Girard Sports Live, as always, is presented by Crocan, your community technology partner. Don't get bit by slow speeds and high prices. Get Gigabit, the fastest internet in Southeast Kansas. Learn more online at ruralfiber.org or see everything Crocan has to offer at ckt.net. Your pregame show is brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust, serving the area for 30 years. Stop in soon to pick up a very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue mascot debit card. Community National Bank and Trust, a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. Starting lineups, we'll recap those girls' games as well. All that still to come here on the Community National Bank and Trust pregame show on Girard Sports Live.
This is Girard Sports Live.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue mascot debit card. While you're there, be sure to ask about their e-Power checking, mobile banking, and bill pay, and new Guardian Secure checking. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust, member FDIC, and a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Go Trojans!
Crawcan Telephone Cooperative has been serving Girard in southeast Kansas for 65 years. In 1952, we helped our members connect with each other using telephone lines. Today, we connect our members with the entire world using fiber optics. While the technology has changed, our commitment to deliver it to our members has not. Good luck, Trojans, from your friends at Crawcan. Check us out on the web at ckt.net.
When I wake up in the morning, love, the sunlight hurts my eyes, then I look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day, lovely day.
Has been serving southeast Kansas. Right now, Call Service has a huge selection of hand-cooked tires, including hand-cooked Dynapro ATM. Farmers and ranchers trust Call Service as their trucks crisscross southeast Kansas, providing on-the-farm tire service daily. Plus, Call's is the first stop for lube and oil changes. Get back in the game with your new set of hand-cooked tires, never halfway. Available now at Call Service. Check them out online at callservicellc.com or call 620-724-4121.
This is Girard Sports Live.
Back out here live, Dave Riggins Stadium in Fort Scott, getting ready for this. We've got a single varsity game today and JV game following this. We won't have that ball game for you. We'll have this varsity contest for you, however, and get it under wraps. And then again, coming up on Thursday, we wrap up our regular season coverage here of Girard Trojan baseball and softball with Labette County coming to Girard. That should be a good matchup as the Trojans have the SEK opponents trying to close out the regular season, get themselves ready for regionals. Lady Trojans looked like they were ready for regionals last Friday as they took on the Colgan Panthers and got a sweep of them 12-0, 12-1 in fifth innings on both of those ball games. A couple of games where the Trojans, the first game really came out of the game and on all cylinders. In fact, the first three batters, there was a triple, a double, and a home run in the first three at-bats. That's a pretty good way to start a game. And when they came back out and just kept going at 9 runs in the first inning and then cruised to the victory 12-0. In the second one, Colgan made them work for a little bit through the fifth inning, into the fifth inning. And then the fifth inning, the Trojans just blew it wide open, and they got the victory in that one. 12-1, moved to 16-0 on the season. They are a heavy favorite to make it back to the state tournament. That'll be in Salina coming up over Memorial Day weekend. We'll have those games for you. If we make it that far, we'll certainly have the regional games for you a week from tomorrow. Ladies will play in Girard. The men will play in Frontenac, and that'll be a tough road to hoe for both of them. Both of them, those Frontenac teams, pretty good. We will see, certainly, when we get to that point. The other teams in that regional, Wichita Collegiate and Clearwater, were the other two teams in that region. So a couple of teams we have not seen. I'm sure they're way out west, out there, Wichita area. And so we will see what's in store for that one. For this, we got a boys matchup. Here is the Trojan men take on Fort Scott. And we've got starting lineups coming your way in just a little bit. We've got on the hill for the Trojans, Dylan Collins. He'll be facing against the pitcher for the Tigers, Hunter Deffabaugh. And it should be a nice matchup between those two teams. And so they're going to go have their coaches meeting. Let's go ahead and hit those starting lineups, brought to you by our friends at Ag Choice of Hepler, the best place to get started this planting season. Get everything you need for your farm or ranch at Ag Choice of Hepler. Give Joe Murphy a call at 620-368-4347. And first up for the Tigers, it'll be number 10 leading off, the center fielder, Alec Michaud. The second baseman, number 2, Ty Gorman in the number 2 hole. Number 9, the shortstop, Brady Masters. Number 44, cleanup hitter, Matt Campbell, playing first base. Number 5, the number 5 hitter, Kieran Houlihan, the right fielder. Number 24, Ivan Witt, center fielder. 7 hitter is the pitcher, Hunter Deffabaugh. Number 23, Gage Wilson's the designated hitter. Number 40, and number 7, Brody Bowles, is the third baseman. And then the center fielder, not in the batting lineup, is number 11, Gunnar Brown. For the Girard Trojans, it'll be number 17, Matt Saban, the right fielder. Matt on the season having a pretty good year here as a season, averaging 255. He's in 67 at-bats. He's got 7 RBIs, a couple 3 doubles on the season, and scored 16 runs as well in that leadoff spot. Number 25, Evan Troike, the left fielder. Evan on the season, batting .245, 17 runs scored, leads this team across the plate. 8 RBIs on the season as well. Number 7, Ethan Goff, one of the leaders on this team, the shortstop. He leads them in most hitting categories as well. Does Ethan? He is just having a phenomenal athletic season, senior year. Second leading scorer on the Trojan basketball team. He's leading hitter here for the Trojan men. 377 on the year and 67 at-bats. And there's 61 at-bats. He's got 18 RBIs to lead the team, 23 hits to lead the team as well. He is going to be a big factor for the Trojans here today. The cleanup hitters, number 29, Wade Boatman, the junior, is the third baseman. Wade is hitting .254 on the year, including 8 RBIs. Number 5, the number 5 hitter, Ethan Jay, the catcher. Ethan batting .230 and has 6 RBIs on 14 hits. Number 9, Caden Lallman, the first baseman. Caden is batting .341 and 41 plate appearances. He's knocked in 4 doubles to lead this team, or hit 4 doubles in this to lead this team, and 7 RBIs on the year. Number 21, Cole Cuthbertson, the designated hitter for the Trojans. Number 23, Ty Norris, the second baseman. Number 2, Taylor Bruning, the center fielder. And pitching today for the Trojans, Taylor, by the way, is hitting .125. And the pitcher for the Trojans today is Dylan Collins. And Dylan from the Hill this season, trying to find those stats for you. Trojans have throw a lot of guys out there. A lot of guys have some innings pitched. In fact, looking at this pitching stats, there's 9 guys who have been on the mound at least at one point in certain situations. Dylan's 1-0 on the year. And somebody wants to talk to me. And so Dylan's 1-0 on the season and 8 appearances this season. And so we will see what he has in store here for a Tigers team who has faced some pretty good opponents throughout this season in the SEK. And it is a gorgeous day, as always. Coach Beaver going to be the coach here for the Trojans, of course, out there to lead them and leading to the big win. Again, the Trojans had a sweep over Colgan on Friday. We'll see if that momentum parlays itself. That team in 2002 was arguably the best baseball team the Trojans have ever fielded. They went 21-3 on the year that year, made it to the state tournament. I think the first time a baseball team had ever made the state tournament. I could be wrong in that. And was a really good team, went up and got beat by Wellington in the first round of that tournament in Mulvane. The Trojans do have a couple other wins over Colgan more recently. In 2012, they split with them, lost 4-9 and won 4-1, and then split with them in 2015. Those two teams, Colgan teams, were state champions, so to get those wins, pretty good. 3-8, they lost, in 5-4 in 2015, got that one-run win. But the last time a sweep of them was April 18, 2002. And so hope that wasn't lost on this team. That's a big-time win for against a really good opponent, and we will see if it has a factor in today's ball game. Players are taking the field here. They've gone through the Trojan starting lineups. They are announcing the players in the field for the Fort Scott Tigers, and the Trojans will take on the Tigers here in just a little bit right here on Girard Sports Live. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back and get you going. First inning and the first pitch from Larrett Ceramics coming up next right here on Girard Sports Live.
This is Girard Sports Live.
Ag Choice of Hepler is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Of course, Ag Choice has all the products you need to keep your crops growing, like fertilizer, crop protection products, and seed. But Ag Choice is also the first stop for keeping your livestock operation going, with a great selection of farm supplies, equipment, and quality feeds. To find solutions to all of your agricultural needs, contact Joe Murphy of Ag Choice of Hepler at 620-368-4347. Ag Choice of Hepler is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans.
For over 80 years, Evans Motors has provided some of the best handshakes in the four-state area. No matter what type of handshake a situation calls for, Evans Motors will guide the hand into its proper position with the correct amount of pressure. Risky handshakes, classic handshakes, or something in between, Nate and Eddie have an arsenal of shakes, roughly umpteen. So the next time you want an optimal handshake, come to Evans Motors in Pittsburgh.
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judd Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members so they are able to make the best decisions. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, or Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
G&W Foods is the one-stop shop for everything you need to feed the family. With a great selection of quality, fresh, and delicious foods, you're sure to find something to satisfy every appetite. With friendly and knowledgeable staff, the folks at G&W Foods can help you find what you need so you can get in, get out, and on your way with your day. Plus, don't forget G&W Foods for the great daily lunch specials. Open 7 days a week. Check out their weekly Facebook-only specials. The G&W Foods family super wishes the Girard Trojans the best of luck.
Chicken Annie's Girard is a proud supporter of Trojan Athletics. Chicken Annie's of Girard serves up the area's best fried chicken and a whole lot more. Check out their weekly specials like chicken and noodles on Wednesdays, Thursday night's kids' night, and Friday's boneless wings. Oh, and don't forget about those delicious homemade pies. Stop in or enjoy their mouth-watering favorites at home with carry-out and catering available. Chicken Annie's Girard, continuing a Southeast Kansas tradition. Learn more at chickenanniesgirard.com or call 620-724-4090.
This is Girard Sports Live.
Back out here, Dave Reagan Field in Fort Scott, getting ready for this one. The Girard Trojans, the Fort Scott Tigers. BJ Harris with you alongside me, Dale Shireman, as the Tigers get warmed up here. Get an inside look there. I put all that work in to put that extra camera down there, so I figured I'd give it a shot and see if it would work. The right-handed pitcher, Hunter Diefenbaugh, in there throwing. Doesn't look too bad.
Doesn't look bad at all.
It's funny, in basketball season, every gym's pretty similar. I mean, there's different nuances to every facility. The trip we've taken this year so far in this broadcast schedule to standing behind a row of 6 bleachers at Parsons and 40-mile-an-hour sustained winds, to sitting inside air conditioning next to a $40,000 piece of equipment next to me that just for sound here inside this facility. Pretty good stuff. And obviously, Coach Jeff Delatorre, very gracious to us here today. The staff here inside the facility has been great getting things set up here today, and excited to be able to bring this for you. The Trojans, again, coming to this bowl game at 10-7 on the year, coming off those 2 wins. In fact, they've won 5 of their last 6, have the Trojans, and so a pretty good stretch here where the Trojans had been on a little bit of a losing streak and had struggled in some ball games, but since then they have bounced back and done nicely. And so now the Trojans will get things going here. Matt Saban, number 17, the right fielder. He'll come to the plate here for the Trojans. Again, Saban on the season, batting .255.
He's also leading the team on hit batsmen. He's got 7.
Well, everybody's going to be first at something. And the pitch outside edge, strike 1. Inside high ball 1-1 to count here to Saban. Trojans feel their way out here, coming out to start this bowl game, and you don't see these guys. In fact, Fort Scott's not that far, just up here north, but a lot of I'm sure there's club ball stuff and summer league stuff concentrated to the Pittsburgh area, and you may not see these guys all that often. You get there in your conference play, you've seen most of those guys. 2-2 count now here to Matt Saban. Pretty good stuff so far from Diefenbaugh.
Diefenbaugh's working pretty quick, too. Boy, it's just throw. So
2-2, turn on, swing and miss. And a strikeout for Matt Saban. That'll bring up the number 2 hitter, the left fielder, Evan Troike.
The left fielder, number 25, Evan Troike.
Evan not having a bad year here, junior for the Trojans, .245. He leads his teams in runs scored. He's also got 3 triples on the year, 8 RBIs as he comes to the plate here. Inside, hangs in there strong. Ball 1.
Troike, another one of those great basketball players, a lot of speed. We get him on.
Well, good turn on hit. Left field's going to drive back to left fielder. Over his head, he'll be on for a double. Most likely, maybe a triple. He'll turn and look at 3. And a leadoff, two-hole double here for Evan Troike. Boy, he got all that one. Left fielder maybe took a misread on that. Gunnar Brown stepped in on it and then started back, and that thing had a little bit more on it than he thought. And Evans going to get on with a double. Nice hit there. Good contact. And that's Deffenbaugh's throwing the ball pretty hard. He can get some contact. You can get that ball to fly a little bit. And Ethan Goff, this is right for the pick and for the guy who leads his team in RBIs with 18 on the season as he steps in, the senior. First pitch just missing outside. Ball one. Kind of leaned out on that one, did Ethan. Thought he wanted to take a crack at it, probably should have. Strike just over the outside edge. Outside corner of the plate for strike one. 1-1 to count here. And he does work quickly. I like this pitcher. So he doesn't waste a lot of time. I think he knows what he wants to do, and he's going to do it. And ball two, 2-1. Troike gets a little lead off out there. Swing and miss there for Ethan. And a 2-2 count.
Looked like he was setting on fastball. Might get a little bit of a bender there. Maybe a slider.
And Ethan's going to make contact. High fly ball. Fouled away and out of play. It'll remain 2-2. Light breeze out of the southwest. And not much. This field kind of sits down in a bowl, kind of a man-made bowl, I think. It's up on a hill. There's one that's going to go to the second baseman, and Troike able to get back just in time. A little bit more contact that may have driven him in, but it'll be a fly out, and out number two.
Baseman number 29, Wade Boatman.
Boatman, the cleanup hitter. 254 on the year. Driven in 8 runs on 15 hits coming into this ball game. He'll get contact over to second. Fielded by the second baseman, Ty Gorman. Over to first, and the inning's over. The Trojans strand one. Head to the bottom of the first. After this, you're watching Trojan Baseball on Girard Sports Live.
This is Girard Sports Live.
Girard National Bank brings you community banking at its best. Family owned and operated for over 80 years, Girard National Bank is committed to providing their customers with the highest quality financial services in a friendly and personal way. Whether you require personal, business, or agricultural services, Girard National Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. Girard National Bank is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
Norris Outdoor has a huge selection of quality billboards spread throughout southeast Kansas, giving you the ability to put your business in front of thousands of customers daily. But did you know? Norris Outdoor can also be where you get your next digital sign for your business, school, church, or sports venue. Norris Outdoor Signs is now a distributor of Sky Slate digital signs, giving you direct from the manufacturer pricing and giving your business a brand new look with high-resolution digital signage. To learn more, call Jared Norris at 620-249-7462. Norris Outdoor is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans.
This is Girard Sports Live.
Get the J.A. throw down to second base as Dylan Collins all warmed up, and Wade Bowman, the third baseman, comes over, gives him the ball, says go to work, teammate. And so stepping up down to the plate is Alec Michaud, center fielder. Right-handed batter will step in to face the right-handed pitching Collins here in the bottom of the first inning. That one turned on, hard hit left field, tracking Evan Troike. It'll get past him, a little taste of his own medicine, as he'll lose that one to the corner. That was hard hit down that left field line. First pitch, Michaud, no doubter, man. He turned on it in a hurry. And put one in play. See the speed of Troike tracking over there. It got into the corner. The one place we knew when we set the cameras up, it can't cover. That's the first pitch hit there.
First pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Troike had a double. He hit the left field, and then he gets one hit at him. By Michaud, he's on a leadoff double. Show bunt from the number 2 hitter, Ty Gorman. Number 2, the second baseman. Just all about twos. Number 2, he's the number 2 hitter, and he's the second baseman.
It's funny how that works out, isn't it?
I wonder what his favorite number is. He'll bunt one high, going to be bunt foul, strike one. 1-1 count now for Gorman.
Fort Scott trying to play a little small ball right there, get the guy moved over. That way a deep pop fly will score him. A little small ball. We're kind of used to that in softball. We've been calling those games, so.
Call timeout, look down the third base line. Well, now Gorman will step in. 1-1 count for him. Runner at second. The leadoff hitter, Michaud. Now Gorman, he'll go ahead and turn on one. Drive in. Right field. Out there to field that one. And make the catch is Saban. Now he'll try to go down the third. Nearly get him down there, and he's just going to get under it just in time. Good hose there from Saban. Just not going to get there quite in time. There's enough speed there from Michaud to get over to third base, so a sac fly will move the runner over.
Was a nice throw by Saban, just a little bit too speedy of a runner.
And now to bring up the number 3 hitter, Brady Masters, the shortstop. Runner at third. One away here in the bottom of the first inning. First pitch low and outside, ball 1. Swing and a miss on strike 1. I was telling you beforehand that trying to determine the last time I broadcast a baseball game. I tell you, it's been a while, and you can probably tell the listeners are like, no duh. Yeah, we can tell. Clearly, you don't know what you're talking about. There's one sharply hit over the second baseman rather, into shallow right field. That'll score Michaud, and an RBI single from Brady Masters to give the Tigers an early 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first inning. But I thought about it, and it was, I think 2009 Trojans played at State in baseball. Tanner Poppy was on the hill in that one. I don't know if you know that, but he was probably a pretty good pitcher, you think? Went on a pitch at University of Kansas and a little bit in the minors as well. And Tanner, destined for greatness no matter what he was, smart guy, and one of the best athletes Girard's ever had. And he went out there and short-lived stay in Salina, but still got there, and we broadcast that game. I think that was the last time I did one. When was the last time you did one? About a week ago in Columbus?
That was the first and last time I've been on it. So do have an update from downtown. Trojan girls down 3-0 first inning.
Lady Trojans 16-0 on the season. They've faced some adversity. They haven't been down very many times, although they were down 1-0 in the first the other day against Colgan and came back and won 12-1. I was surprised to find out they don't do any rankings for softball. They have baseball rankings, no girls rankings. And I would imagine if you did a power ranking of girls softball in Kansas, Lady Trojans probably be top 5 of all classes, I would suspect, and certainly number 1 in 4A Division II, defending 4A Division II champions. Last year of that classification. 3-0 pitch here down the pipe, trying to throw down to second, and stolen base there from Brady Masters. He had the RBI single a moment ago, and now he's on second. Matt Campbell, the first baseman here, looking at a 3-1 count. Yet another runner in scoring position here. Here's a delivery from Collins. Just going to miss outside, ball 4, and put him on. Masters looks like a dude you don't want to miss on. Big, tall, strong-looking kid. Yeah. So I think that probably played into that a little bit with Collins with a runner on and not wanting to give up the big one to Masters. So he'll walk, put on Kieran Houlihan, the right fielder. And Collins struggling to find a spot here in the bottom of this first inning.
Fort Scott's a great hitting team. I think he's just trying to stay away from the middle of the plate no matter what, trying to get that outside call right now. He's not getting it.
1-0 count here for Houlihan. 6 out of 7 balls now here in his last 7 pitches, and Jay Hay will go out to discuss things with his pitcher. Another gorgeous day. We had a beautiful one last Friday for the softball contest, and now we've got another gorgeous day. Warm. When it decides to get warm, it does it. You know,
it's Kansas.
It's probably on now. If I say that, who knows? Short trip there from Jay Hay, just to break it up a little bit, more than anything, I suspect. Runner's going down to third, and too late. Good base running here by the Tigers, moving things over, and now runners at second and third with 1 out, 2-0 count here to Houlihan. That's hard hit coming in, and enough speed on that ball for Troyke to get over and catch that one and keep it shallow to keep it from scoring a runner. He's got some speed out there, able to close that on that one pretty easily, and enough of an arm that they respected that. Masters is at third base, Campbell's at second, and so they...
Good read off the bat by Troyke, though.
So now up is Ivan Witt, the catcher, number 24, the number 6 hitter. 1-0 your score, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning, 1-0 count here to Witt. He'll hit one, driving back center field, chasing it down, and he can't get to it. It'll fall, and that'll score 2, and a double there on the play by Witt. Hit out there in center field for Taylor Bruning. He got to it, just wasn't able to squeeze it, looking right back at the sun a little bit. So you got to cover some ground, you got to fight the sun as well, and just couldn't squeeze the rock. And now 2 more runs will score here for the Tigers.
That's usually a play Bruning out there will make. He's been pretty short-gloved out there. He's got a lot of speed.
Two away now for the number 8 hitter, Gage Wilson. Or excuse me, number 7 hitter, Hunter Diffaball. Pitcher trying to help his cause out here. 2-0. Now the count. His first name is Chandler. That's on you. Chandler changed his name in between the first inning and half inning from Hunter to Chandler. So I turned you off as a punishment for making that mistake.
Might have been my fault. I'd say dock my pay, but not much there anyways.
That one fouled straight back to the net. 2-1 now count for Diffaball. Runner on second is Witt, who just drove in 2 on a deep fly to center field. And now a 2-2 count. Slow roller foul. And it'll remain 2-2.
You got to think Collins has got to settle down a little bit. Big stadium. First time ever throwing here. First inning.
First inning, good competition. And here's the 2-2. Oh, he sticks his bat out there, swing and a miss. Strike through, and that will end the inning. Trojans give up 3 runs. We head to the top of the second next. You're watching Trojan Baseball on Girard Sports Live.
This is Girard Sports Live.
You built a castle so that the prince and princess can live happily ever after. You brought the sunshine to shine upon the whole family's future. But when the sun hides behind the clouds, State Farm can help. We put the life back in life insurance to protect your family's finances, not only in the future, but today.
Call your State Farm agent TJ Belcher in Girard today at 620-724-4558.
Paoni Dental is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Chris Paoni DDS offers exceptional dentistry for all ages in a friendly atmosphere. In fact, Chris Paoni has been caring for smiles since 1993. No wonder so many Trojan fans look so good. Paoni Dental offers preventative care, Invisalign, whitening, bridges, crowns, and more. Stop by today and ask about the all-new CEREC dental system, offering same-day crowns, start to finish, right there in the office. To learn more, visit them at 106 South Ozark in Girard or go online to paonidental.com.
This is Girard Sports Live.
BJ Harris, Dale Shireman here, Dave Regan Stadium, Adam LaRoche Baseball Complex here in Fort Scott. Our Trojans trail by 3 after 1 inning of play here in this one.
The catcher, number 5, Ethan J.
Had 1 run and then gave up a 2-run double with 2 outs in that first inning. And we head to the top of the second here with Ethan J. coming to the plate for the Trojans. The catcher will look at a first pitch ball. J. on the season, batting .230. Had a pretty good series against Colgan the other night, as he went 3 for 4 in the first game, 2 for 3 in the second game, so 5 for 7 in that series, and got to feel pretty good about that. So hopefully that confidence will come into this one. We were talking about that in the pregame of how that parlays here, getting 2 good conference wins against a conference rival, and one you don't win that often against. And so far, Tigers have squelched any thoughts of that here in the first inning of this one.
Thought the Trojans were going to come out of there looking pretty good. We only given up the 1 run, but error out in the outfield happens.
There's a roller to shortstop. J. pretty good speed, just not going to be there in time. And 1 away in the second.
Batting 6th, the first baseman, number 9, Caden Lolleman.
Caden Lolleman, first baseman, going to come to the plate now for the Trojans. Caden, the freshman for Girard, batting .341. He's got a great average, number 2 on this team in batting average, in fact. And 41 at-bats. He'll hit 1 over to second. Caden's got some pretty good speed as well. Not going to be able to outrun that one. And 2 away here in the bottom, or the top of the second. You take the speed of Diefenbaugh and his way he works, and then Trojans grounded out. There's going to be quick work here in this short inning. If they can't get some contact, get something through. Ty Norris, the second baseman. Ty batting .188, driven in 8. He'll take a crack at that one, swing and a miss, strike 1.
I think the Trojans just battling a little bit of the jitters first off. We're making some contact, just not getting the ball through.
Ooh, somehow that one didn't hit him. Ty turned away from that one, and miraculously, I thought that was going to make contact with his back. It doesn't. Ball 1, 1-1 count now here for Norris. He'll turn 1, little blooper back at the pitcher. Chandler Diefenbaugh, he'll look at that one, shield his eyes from the sun, and 3 up, 3 down here for the Trojans as we head to the bottom of the second. 3-0. Trojans trail on Girard Sports Live.
This is Girard Sports Live.
McClellan Sanitation is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. McClellan Sanitation is also proud to have been serving Girard and the surrounding area for decades. McClellan Sanitation offers residential, commercial, and roll-off services. As a locally owned and operated company, owners Dave and Candy McClellan and their employees are dedicated to providing the highest quality customer service. To learn more, call McClellan Sanitation at 620-724-8486. McClellan Sanitation wishes the Girard Trojans the best of luck this season.
First National Bank of Girard is proud to be the oldest bank in Crawford County, serving the area since 1878. With 139 years of experience, it's no surprise First National Bank of Girard has such a great reputation for quality customer service. First National Bank of Girard is committed to providing the best quality products and services, including online banking and bill pay, loans, CDs, and more. Use the convenient drive-up window or come on in and see all of the friendly faces at First National Bank of Girard, a proud supporter of Trojan athletics.
This is Girard Sports Live.
Nothing. Trojans trail here in the bottom of the second inning as they take on the Fort Scott Tigers here on CNC SEK regular season matchup between these two teams.
Tigers, the designated hitter number 40, Gage Wilson.
Gage Wilson, good-looking kid.
Wilson will come up. He's the designated hitter. And a good pitch there from Collins. He's trying to see if he settles down. He threw a ton of balls in that first inning.
24 pitches, 12 and 12.
And ball one. 1-1 count now for Wilson. Tigers batted 6 in that first inning. Had a couple of doubles, a single. Sharply hit one over to shortstop. Made the play over to first and just gets through. Wilson will turn. He'll be able to look at second, and that'll be ground rules. He'll go to second. Well played from the shortstop, Ethan Goff, coming over to get that one and swing it over to first. Just a little low on the delivery to Lallman, and it'll be a single. I would say he ran that one out, and then an error to move over to second base.
Goff just rushed it just a little bit. Made a heck of a play to get over there to it, but got up to his feet and just rushed it just a little bit, left the delivery a little low.
This will bring up the third baseman, Brady Bowles, number 7, and the number 9 hitter here for the Tigers. First pitch strike down the middle, and probably a bit of the conversation over there in the dugout with Dylan was trying to get ahead. Throw strikes early in this and then go to work trying to find that edge. He was trying to pick off the edge earlier in this game. Like he went right there trying to find that spot and wasn't getting it. And then I think he got his confidence hurt just a little bit in that early going of the first inning and trying to battle back from that runner at second. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second. Trojans trail by 3. Brady Bowles. At the plate, 1-2-1 count for him. Nobody out. Hard hit. That's going to get through between second and first. That'll move one runner over. Wilson looks to turn. He'll stay. So now runners at the corners as we head back to the top of the batting order.
Seems like Fort Scott's just getting that ball right through where we're not. We're hitting the ball right to the people. So.
Yep. Alec Michaud, he'll come up to bat. Michaud had a leadoff double, took the first pitch of the ball game and drove it to center field, or left field rather, and over to the left corner. Troy had to track it down and held him at second, but got him started off with the right foot, scored a run as well in that first inning. Collins looks over to first. Bowles is over there working on him a little bit. Collins looks in for the call from Jay Hay. Well, Bender, good pitch there. On a curveball in for strike number 1 here against Michaud.
Night off speed pitch right there. Just trying to get away from that fastball. They seem to be setting on it quite a bit.
So the 0-1. Go back to it. That'll move the runner over a little outside and ball 1.
Trojans just needing to settle down a little bit early in this game.
There's the 1-1. That stayed high right where he wanted it. Tracking over is Troike. That should score a run. Troike just trying to hold the runner at second. And the runner will come across. And Wilson, the designated hitter, will score the run. So sack fly.
Next batter, second baseman number 2, Ty Gorman.
And an RBI sack fly for the show. So now the second baseman, Ty Gorman, will come out. He had a sacrifice fly to move a runner over in the scoring position earlier, and he'll come up. He flied out in the top of the bottom of the first. It's just a little inside ball 1. You're on the school board, Girard. When's the process going to start to build one of these facilities there?
Well, you know, let's worry about education right now. Thanks, BJ. Next time we're over in Pittsburgh, we're going to bring that up.
You're in a you're an alumni. You didn't go make millions of dollars.
I didn't go pro. Nah, there wasn't a chance.
Well, get on it.
We do have some nice facilities back home, though.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. 2-1 here, the count for the number 2 hitter, Ty Gorman, second baseman. Flying out in the first inning. Looking at a 2-1 here from Collins. Sharply hit. And a second, and a tag. And a batter's out. That'll end the inning. Nice heads-up play there from Ethan Goff. And just bad luck there on the hit by Gorman, so he flies out. Tag up on the runner. In bowls, and that ends the inning. Trojans hold on here, 3-0 after 2. We head to the top of the third next. You're watching Trojan Baseball on Girard Sports Live.
This is Girard Sports Live.
If you're in the market to buy or sell a house, land, or commercial space, look no further than Lehman Realty. Locally owned and operated, Jason Lehman and his staff are ready to meet the needs of every client. When it comes to your listing, you can trust that Lehman Realty will take the time to get to know you and your property. Lehman Realty is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Learn more at www.lehmanrealty.net or call Jason at 620-724-8020. Girard National Bank brings you community banking at its best. Family owned and operated for over 80 years, Girard National Bank is committed to providing their customers with the highest quality financial services in a friendly and personal way. Whether you require personal, business, or agricultural services, Girard National Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. Girard National Bank is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
This is Girard Sports Live.
Colt Cuthbertson will step in here for the Trojans. And first pitch swing, strike 1. Cuthbertson and played a ton. 167 is his average coming into this ball game in 4 games. 3 hits, fouled straight back.
Foul behind him.
Oh.
Ball went behind him and hit the bat.
So 0-2 now here for Cuthbertson. Oh, we got him leaning on that one, just missed for Chandler Diefenbaugh. Pitcher, he's worked pretty efficiently in this ball game. They scored a run on that last one. I wrote the RBI down, but didn't change the score. It's also the 3rd inning. Dale, come on.
I'm on a computer, but it's not that one. Goes down swinging.
Swing and a miss there from Cuthbertson, and we'll strike out.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, number 2, Taylor Bruning.
Taylor Bruning, the center fielder. Taylor had one he was tracking down in the outfield and just couldn't quite get over to get it. Kind of hit his glove, but he had to cover quite a bit of ground. A couple of runs to score on that hit. He tried to bounce back here offensively to try to help the cause here. Just get on here. The Trojans need some base runners. Well, we only had one. That was early in this ball game. The only runner they've had has been Evan Troike. So he got on a hit. The number 2 hitter. Now they're down to the number 9 hitter. And Taylor Bruning. He'll watch 1, ball 2. 2-0 count here for Bruning. Bruning batting 125. 5 RBIs. Get him out there in center field. That outfield for the Trojans got some speed in it. He's one of them. Strike 1 right down the horn. 1 away here in the top of the 3rd inning. Trojans trail 4-0. Here's the 3-1. Hard swing there from Taylor. Going to miss it. Strike 2 and a full count.
That might have been ball 4, but looked like it might have been a bender. Looked like it set inside for a little bit.
Here's a full count pitch. Jam one off his wrist and right to the hands of Diefenbaugh. And 2 away.
Right fielder, number 17.
Back to the top of the order for the Trojans. For Matt Saban. Matt struck out swinging in that 1st inning. And coming into this ball game, batting .255. Hard hit short the second base, just like what you talked about, Dale. Over to first, and the inning is over. That they Trojans are just hitting it right to their guys, and they're being able to hit it through the out infield, and so that's the difference in this one right now. Trojans trail 4-0 after 3.5. We're back for the bottom of this one right here on Girard Sports Live.
This is Girard Sports Live.
The Producers Co-op Farm Store is committed to making your life easier by supplying you with the things you need for your farm and home. As always, the Producers Co-op Farm Store has a great selection of farm and ranch supplies, including pet supplies, ranch and corral building supplies and equipment, automatic waterers and feed bunks, tack, dog food, pet and animal health supplies, workwear, boots, and much, much more. Come in and check out the great deals on lots of new merchandise as well. Proudly serving Girard and the surrounding area, and proud to support the Girard Trojans.
Girard National Bank brings you community banking at its best. Family owned and operated for over 80 years, Girard National Bank is committed to providing their customers with the highest quality financial services in a friendly and personal way. Whether you require personal, business, or agricultural services, Girard National Bank is big enough to handle all of your banking needs, yet small enough to provide you with that personal touch you've grown to expect from a community bank. Girard National Bank is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Equal housing lender, member FDIC. Learn more at gn-bank.com.
This is Girard Sports Live.
There's one hit right back at Collins over to first on the first pitch there to Masters. And 1 away right off the bat here to get things started. Before that, Collins had thrown 36 pitches in 3 innings, or 2 innings. Here in the bottom of this 3rd, 19 strikes, 17 balls, so just give a little bit to hit. Here's Matt Campbell, the first baseman. First pitch, ball 1, low and away.
Collins trying to live on that outside corner, and I don't blame him. There's some pretty big kids there.
Here's one turned on from Campbell. High fly ball to center field. Bruning is underneath it. And 2 away. Boy, Collins settling in just a little bit.
Bruning redeeming himself out there.
Yep, tracking that one down.
Right fielder, number 5, Kieran Houlihan.
And so now Kieran Houlihan, the right fielder, coming to the plate, flying out in his first at-bat. Hopefully Collins will get that confidence going here. Here's a good change up there and going to find a gap. Over is Bruning, tracking and catch. Taylor going to work in the outfield. The Trojans going to work here. Best inning of the ball game so far for Girard. 3 up, 3 down. We head to the top of the 4th next. You're watching Trojan Baseball, Girard Sports Live.
This is Girard Sports Live.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. While you're there, be sure to ask about their e-Power checking, mobile banking, and bill pay, and new Guardian Secure checking. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust, member FDIC, and a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Go Trojans!
For more than 20 years, Call Service has been serving Southeast Kansas. Right now, Call Service has a huge selection of hand-cooked tires, including hand-cooked Dynapro ATM. Farmers and ranchers trust Call Service as their trucks crisscross Southeast Kansas, providing on-the-farm tire service daily. Plus, Calls is the first stop for lube and oil changes. Get back in the game with your new set of hand-cooked tires, never halfway. Available now at Call Service. Check them out online at callservicellc.com or call 620-724-4121.
This is Girard Sports Live.
Tigers 4, Trojans 0.
4-0 after 3. The Trojans trail the Fort Scott Tigers here on the road. Again, Girard coming off a CNC sweep last Friday over the Colgan Panthers. Beat them and moved to 10-7 on the year. Making the trip up here. And pretty quick turnaround baseball-wise. You know, you just had the weekend. They played Friday and had to get back at it after 2 games. So you had Saturday, Sunday off and get back at it. That Friday was supposed to be a Thursday because of rain. And now Ethan Goff come to the plate here for the Trojans. He'll look at first pitch strike for him. Goff, the shortstop. We had a dandy of a play in the second.
Troikey.
Oh, it's Troikey, excuse me. Evan Troikey. Oh, she jumped ahead. Evan, the only hit of this ball game for the Trojans so far. He'll get good contact again, driving back center field. It'll be under and caught by the center fielder, Gunnar Brown. And boy, Evan is making really good contact. First one got over the left fielder's head. That one couldn't drive past the center fielder. And now we'll talk about Ethan Goff, the shortstop. He flied out in the first at-bat. Put that camera down there. I forgot all about it. Yeah, you're supposed to remind me of that.
My bad again.
It's frozen up anyways. It's probably too hot, I would say. Contact there, foul ball from Ethan Goff, shortstop. Chandler Diefenbaugh has been working pretty good here from the pitching position for the Tigers. Here's one will get away and ball 1. Good, call strike. No, ball 1, yeah. 1-2 count now for Goff. One, 2. Miss ball 2. 2-2 now count here for Goff. And I mentioned Goff leads the team in all real batting categories, batting .377, 18 RBIs on the year as well. He ducks down. Ball 3. Battle back here from being down 0-2 to start this count. Now looking at a 3-2 count for Ethan Goff. And again, Trojans just need some base runners here to have a chance to try to climb back into this one down 4-0. There's one. Center field, shallow, but going to be tracked down and caught again. No, he lost it. Boy, took his eye off the ball a little bit. Maybe got a little complacent with that one. Probably an error there as Gunnar Brown was all over that one, the center fielder, and just kind of took his head off, I think, got comfortable with it, and that sun could have played a factor as well here low in the south sky. And
now batting the third baseman, number 29.
Trojans to get that base runner.
Good news from downtown. Trojans have tied it back up 3-3.
There's one sharply up the first baseline. Wade Boatman got after running out. Nobody on first. Wade's going to get it. He'll move the runner over. Hard hit ball. Trojans have 2 on with 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. That was a hard hit ball by Wade. And then showing enough speed to get down there and reach it. Pitcher, Diefenbaugh,
number 5, Ethan J.
wasn't expected that ball to careen off like that, so he wasn't over to cover. And therefore, that allowed him to reach. Now Jay Hay will come up. Jay Hay ground out in his first at-bat. He'll wait on a changeup there, ball, or strike 1, rather. No 1 count here for Jay Hay. Outside, have to slide over. And good play there from the catching position for Ivan Witt. Witt's got a couple of RBIs in this ball game on the offensive side.
Trojans need a nice line drive here, get some confidence, get something on the board.
Oh, goodness. That one caught enough of the edge, I guess, on the outside. A tough call there against Jay Hay as he was sitting back on that one. And it's a 1-2 count now. He'll turn. That'll roll over. Jay Hay gonna run. He'll turn to 1. And got him. Rolled into a 6-4-3 double play on the hit by Jay Hay. That ends the inning. And the Trojans get out of there with leave a couple stranded. Still trail by 4 as we head to the bottom of the 4th. You're watching Trojan Baseball on Girard Sports Live.
This is Girard Sports Live.
G&W Foods is the one-stop shop for everything you need to feed the family. With a great selection of quality, fresh, and delicious foods, you're sure to find something to satisfy every appetite. With friendly and knowledgeable staff, the folks at G&W Foods can help you find what you need so you can get in, get out, and on your way with your day. Plus, don't forget G&W Foods for the great daily lunch specials. Open 7 days a week. Check out their weekly Facebook.
Paoni Dental is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Chris Paoni DDS offers exceptional dentistry for all ages in a friendly atmosphere. In fact, Chris Paoni has been caring for smiles since 1993. No wonder so many Trojan fans look so good. Paoni Dental offers preventative care, Invisalign, whitening, bridges, crowns, and more. Stop by today and ask about the all-new CEREC dental system, offering same-day crowns, start to finish, right there in the office. To learn more, visit them at 106 South Ozark in Girard or go online to paonidental.com.
This is Girard Sports Live.
Top of the 4th inning here in this one, halfway through this one, halfway point. Brought to you by our friends at Girard National Bank. Bringing you community banking at its best. Girard National Bank is committed to providing customers with the highest quality financial services in a friendly and personal way. Personal, business, or agricultural needs, turn to Girard National Bank.
Got another update from downtown. Lady Trojans come back 6-3 now. Top of the 4th, 2 runners on.
Never any doubt, right, Dale?
Not at all. My fingernails are growing at speak.
Dylan Collins back out there on the hill, face the number 6 hitter, Ivan Witt. Had a double and drove in 2 runs in that first inning, that 3-run first for the Tigers, and gave them an early 3-0 lead. Trojans have settled things down a little bit. Nice Change up there from Collins gets him swinging. Strike one, 1-1 to count. Now for Witt. Things did not start out very well for the Trojans. They had 4 up in the first inning for them batting. Nothing doing. There's a good arcing curveball there from Collins. Strike 2 and working ahead. Really, Dylan, that's the problem today. So far, he really hasn't found himself ahead in very many counts. When he has been ahead, he's been more successful, certainly. And here he is on a 1-2. Trying that fastball low and outside. Not a bad place to put it there in that situation, 2-2.
You know, Collins really doing really well right now. 44 pitches, 24 strikes, 20 balls. He's really efficient so far. That one inning was just a little bit long.
Here's the 2-2. Tries that curveball again. It hangs up there. It gets him to pop up. Jay Hayes going to track it down. He's got the play. 1 away. And 1 away here in the bottom of the 4th inning. The pitcher, Chandler Diefenbaugh. He'll come out. Diefenbaugh, the pitcher. He's the one I did not write down what he did in the first inning.
0 for 1, strikeout.
Cool. Dylan trying to get that one to bend. Nearly gets it to come in. Broke a little late. Wind's picked up a little bit, pushing from right to left on the field. Switch to that southeasterly direction. This field pretty well points northeast. Another pop-up. Dylan starting to get him to pop up. Got to communicate out there. And they do at the last minute. Evan calls off Ethan Goff. Those two played a lot of sports together, and good communication there between those two young men. Nice play. Ethan defers to the left fielder.
Well done. Well done. Have to talk out there. I believe Goff had it called, and then Trojans voiced up. That's his ball. Good job, boys.
Yeah, Dylan faced 7 batters in the first inning. This is just his 9th batter since that point, so he's settled in a little bit. And they had 3 up and 3 down in the 3rd inning. Right now, this 2 away here with nobody on in the 4th inning. And 1-0. Missed well outside. Ball 2. Gage Wilson reached on a single and then got to second on a throwing error in that 2nd inning to lead things off. Scored a run for them. There's strike 1, 2-1 count. Here's 2-1. This outside, ball 3. The way this thing is set, you can imagine on a packed house what the atmosphere would be like here inside this kind of bowl, and sits down there and you're on the field. Just a beautiful setting. Oh, that one hard hit ball left field. And just foul. And just in play. He got almost all that one.
Just a long strike is all that one was.
330 out there. It went about 329. Fell foul. Got some dudes that look like they can play a little bit, don't they?
They do. They got some big kids.
Some youth on this team, a few juniors that are sprinkled in there, and some young guys, and well coached. And Tigers, Trojans, both well coached. Here's a 3-2. Trying to catch that outside edge. There's a ball anyway. Wilson will take the base. Just the second walk of the ball game for Collins. Got 1 strikeout as well, but relying on his defense a little bit here of late. It's worked out fairly well. Now a runner on here with 2 away in the bottom of the 4th inning for Bulls. First pitch strike, catching the outside edge there for Bulls. Nice pitch. Cody Bowles, the 3rd baseman, had a single in the 2nd inning in his first at-bat. Throw over to first, trying to make Wilson stay honest from Collins. That one hit. It's going to stay in play. Up hard is Troike. He'll call him off again. He can't make the catch. You heard the communication possibly out there, hopefully through the mic, and Evan calling him off late. Just didn't get underneath it enough and off the glass. An error there against him coming in on that one, perhaps. Let you score that one. Had to cover a lot of ground.
It's a lot of ground, but boy, it hit your glove. It's awful hard to. If he had to dive for it, I probably would have given him a hit. But
so Bowles will reach. And now 2 on, 2 out. Here at the bottom of the 4th inning. That one hit. Over. Goff. Scoop over. Second. And the inning's over. The show grounds out to end this one. And we head to the top of the 5th inning. The Trojans trail by 4-0 here on the road at Fort Scott. You're watching it on Girard Sports Live.
This is Girard Sports Live.
When I wake up in the morning, love, the sunlight hurts my eyes, then I look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day, lovely day.
For over 80 years, Evans Motors has provided some of the best handshakes in the 4-state area. No matter what type of handshake a situation calls for, Evans Motors will guide the hand into its proper position with the correct amount of pressure. Risky handshakes, classic handshakes, or something in between, Nate and Eddie have an arsenal of shakes, roughly umpteen. So the next time you want an optimal handshake, come to Evans Motors in Pittsburgh.
This is Girard Sports Live.
Head to the top of the 5th inning. Girard Trojans trail by 4. Ladies are down the way. Last update you had from that, Dale?
6-3, Trojans, bottom of the 4th.
We're here today on May the 7th, Thursday, softball against Labette County. Caden Lallman going to step in here to face Diefenbaugh. Caden grounded out in the second inning, his first at-bat. First baseman. First pitch ball. Strike 1.
Man, he likes that outside corner.
Find that edge, and he does. 1-1 count now here for Lallman. Again, the Trojans just need base runners. They left 2 last time. There's one low, good eye there from Lallman. Ball 2. Close out the regular season for our broadcast on Thursday. Back to Girard as the Trojans host Labette County. Lallman stays off that one, keeps it high. And then a week from tomorrow, the 16th of May, I believe.
I believe so.
Regional action. And they just play, you play one game, you win, you make it to the finals, you win now when you go to state. It's pretty cut and dried. That's how things will work from Girard. Here's Lallman. He'll foul one back out of play, coming right back into the cheap seats. Tried to sell them to those folks. They said that if it was in the shade, it was cheaper. Or more expensive, I'd rather. If you were in the sun, it was cheaper. But it's probably what happened to our other camera. It's probably baked down there. What happened at that moment in time, but it's frozen forever.
Liner right back at the pitcher, and Lallman will get thrown out.
That one ground out back to the pitcher. You've mentioned it a few times. Trojans have made good contact. It's just been right at guys here in this ball game. And so now up for them is number 23, Ty Norris, the second baseman. He flied out in his first at-bat. And the first pitch strike. 1 out, nobody on here in the top of the 5th. Norris going to look at 2, blown right past him. Diefenbaugh going right at him. I bet you he'll do it again. Here's the 0-2. Trying something different. Ball 1. Connor Dillon on deck for the Trojans to enter the ball game. There's 2 over the head of Norris. Connor will come in and bat for the designated hitter, Cole Cuthbertson. Here's a 2-2 and beamed him. There's your base runner. It's almost like it was inevitable, and Norris just kept sitting in there for 2 were at his head, and then he just stayed on the 3rd one and hit him. So now we'll come on
Trojans, number 4,
Connor Dillon. Connor Dillon on the season, batting .222. 50 at-bats, 7 RBIs, 11 hits, scored 8 runs coming into this ball game. So he's no stranger to the plate. In fact, 16 games he's played of the 17 this season, the junior. There's one swiftly hit over there to right field out of play. It's I think it's just the way to mess with broadcaster that there's a Connor Dillon's and a Connor Dillon and a Dylan Connors. Right? Connor Dillon's and Dylan Collins. Yes. See, it's messed with me, but he comes in and gets on right away. Good hit. Just a second hit of the ball game for the Trojans. And he'll be on here. 2 on, 1 out.
The center fielder, number 2, Taylor Bruning.
Taylor Bruning going to come on now, fly out. Center fielder fly out in the 3rd inning in his first at-bat for the Trojans. And he'll set on one inside. And Diefenbaugh, who came into this ball game, was so pinpoint early, started to get a little off his marks. There's one change up, and Taylor had to regroup to try to even just get a piece of that one. So now a 1-1, 1 out, 2 on, and a 1-1 count here for Bruning. He'll foul one straight back, trying to keep with it. Matt Sabin, the right fielder, looks on in the batter's circle as he's on deck. Diefenbaugh looked down, not working as quickly either.
No.
And that's to be expected. It's warmer out there, and these turf fields are kind of notorious for being a little bit warmer. Everyone, ball 2, 2-2.
It's his 65th pitch tonight, too, so starting to get up there in a little bit of numbers.
Two count here with 1 out. In the top of this 5th inning. Trojans have had base runners in the last 2 innings, just haven't been able to. Last time they had runners at 1st and 2nd, and Ethan Jahey hit into a double play, 6-4-3. But now Bruning's battled back in this inning, in this at bat, and driven it to full. So now a 3-2 count. Miss, ball 4. Bases loaded for the leadoff batter, Matt Sabin. Opportunity here for the Trojans, trying to get back this one. Again, trailed early, 3-0. In the first inning of the ball game, did the Trojans. And now a little discussion there from the infield as they come in to talk things through. We'll see what they decide to do. There is work out in the bullpen for the Tigers, and so we'll see what they decide to do here.
Can't see what number that is down there.
Well, he's holding the bat, so I don't know if he was warming up.
He probably went back to the batting cage.
Maybe he took a few cracks at it. It's probably air conditioned, so why not?
Yeah.
I'd be warming up the entire game in there.
Don't lie, you'd have a hoagie sandwich back there. You'd been in the Great Plains Deli and had you a sandwich from up here.
A Reuben of some kind, maybe.
Oh.
We missed an opportunity there tonight as we're getting text messages from guys hanging out one of the local watering holes that we should have given a free plug if they would have delivered some food to us.
That's right.
In the press box. So you can bet on Thursday if that happens again. Just get ready. The free plug will come if we see some onion rings or something.
Refreshment of 2.
Yeah. So Matt Saban, bases loaded, the lead Diefenbaugh in there. I thought work was down there, but it was just batting, so they're going to leave him in there. He'll go to work here against Saban. First pitch. Oh, throw it down. Oh, goodness. It's got stuck in one here. Here's Collins. Dillon. And he's going to get back safely. No, got thrown out, rather. Sorry, look down. That's a base running error there for the Trojans. That's Derby McReynolds, rather, who got caught in there. They brought out for the pinch run. I was trying to find out who that was. Derby McReynolds coming in there, and it's a risky run when you bring a youngster in there to run bases that you're going to get caught, and Tigers took advantage of that. As now 2 away, and much different situation here with runners at first and second instead of full. But Saban's still got to do the same amount of work, just trying to get something on the ground in the outfield. Pinch runner. Oh, excuse me. It's Taylor Bruning's on first. And then out there is Connor Dillon on second. Ooh. Going to work is the catcher for the Tigers, Ivan Witt. That one had some heat on it going down the first base line. Taylor able to get back.
You better be paying attention. He's got a pretty quick snap throw, and
Matt was not happy with that pitch call. I was confused by it as well. It was hard inside, but now a 2-1. He looks down and has to duck down to get beyond that one. Now 3-1 count.
Drops that barrel head. Which batter was it earlier that left his bat up? And Cole Cupperson threw behind the bat and hit it.
You got to probably be red light here because in the hole or coming up rather on deck is Evan Troike. He's the only guy who's made some significant contact. Instead, Saban's going to foul this one up high. And the Trojans are going to strand 2 more. Base running error cost the Trojans an opportunity perhaps as well. And that's the end of the top of the 5th. We head to the bottom of the 5th next. Trojans still trail by 4. You're watching Trojan baseball on Girard Sports Live.
This is Girard Sports Live.
Ag Choice of Hepler is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Of course, Ag Choice has all the products you need to keep your crops growing, like fertilizer, crop protection products, and seed. But Ag Choice is also the first stop for keeping your livestock operation going, with a great selection of farm supplies, equipment, and quality feeds. To find solutions to all of your agricultural needs, contact Joe Murphy of Ag Choice of Hepler at 620-368-4347. Ag Choice of Hepler is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans.
Farm Bureau is proud to support Girard High School student athletes. At Farm Bureau Financial Services, their #1 goal is to make insurance simple. Agents Judd Sasho, Lori Johnson, and Lisa Sasho take pride in educating their clients and members so they are able to make the best decisions. There's a lot of information out there, and at Farm Bureau, they can explain it in a way that relates to you so you can apply it to your life, family, farm, and future. To learn more, contact Judd, Lori, or Lisa at 620-724-4213. Go Trojans!
This is Girard Sports Live.
Here we go, bottom of the 5th inning, the Girard Trojans.
Leading off the bottom of the 5th for the Tigers, second baseman number 2, Ty.
Trailing by 4 here to the Fort Scott Tigers. Trojans fell behind early 3-0, have hung in there. Here's the first pitch, ball 1 there for the Trojans. Dylan Collins continues to battle in there for Girard.
Wonder if Norris, he took that line drive to the center of the back. I wonder if he's not hurting a little bit.
There's a hard hit ball. This will be a single driven over there. Bruning covers over and trying to keep him to a single, and he does. So Ty Gorman, the second baseman, a leadoff single for the Tigers.
Shortstop number 9, Brady Masters.
Masters coming up now. Brady Masters, the shortstop. He had a single with an RBI in the first inning and a ground out in the third. Comes to bat here in the bottom of the fifth. Pass ball gets past Jay Hay, and that'll move the runner over to second in Gorman. What that noise is?
That'd be the big train.
The train that our microphone's pointed at right now.
Now you're seeing it in the screen.
Yeah. What would be a baseball park without a train right by it?
That's right.
2-0 count now here to Masters for the Tigers. Somebody's fired up the grill as well here. Starting to smell that a little bit.
Top of the fifth, downtown, 6-4. Lady Trojans still lead it.
Getting all they can handle from the Fort Scott Tigers in that softball matchup. That's good. Trojans, that's probably the one concern the Trojans girls have going into that regional is just whether they've been tested or not. And I suspect they'll get it here with the next 2 ball games against Fort Scott today, and then we'll have the regular season finale against Labette County coming up on Thursday. 3-0 pitch is a strike, 3-1 now the count. Nobody out, 1 on here for the Tigers. At least that sounds identifiable. The one we had the other night's still a mystery.
I'm still thinking it's a bat somewhere in that building.
I think it was a bat. And that's a first.
I could deal with a bat. It's the snake that gets me, so.
Yeah. Well, here's a full count as he battled back a little bit here, trying to get one inside. That was going to be a good pitch if he's able to keep it bent, and it's going to be a walk. So now runners on first and second for Matt Campbell, the first baseman.
First baseman, number 44, Matt Campbell.
Campbell.
Walk and a fly out so far.
Cleanup hitter. There's one. Bounced out over the third base line and fielded one-handed. Nice one, Coach Reagan. Oh, 1 count here for Campbell. Collins trying to catch that outside edge. He's been close to it. Diefenbaugh has found it a few times here today, but Collins has gone after it. He started out the ball game trying to catch that edge a few times and just could not get it going in that big first inning. It's a pretty good move there from Collins. Decides not to go. Just trying to look back the runner. Ty Gorman is over there. He reached on a single. Brady Masters is on first with a walk, and here's Campbell. Single and a walk and a fly out. He'll fly out. Looking at center field here for Bruning. Tag up, trying to go to third. Bowman will have to let that one and catch it, and it will move the runner over. The runner's at the corners now. For Kieran Houlihan, the right fielder, has flown out in his 2 at-bats, once in the first and once in the third.
Right fielder, number 5.
Just got another update. Softball, Fort Scott scores another one. Trojans still up 6-5 into 5.
Oh. One out, 2 on here for Houlihan. The runner goes. Ooh. Good break there for Collins. Unable to get that strike, and you can tell by his reaction, not happy with it.
Tell how J.A. held it there for a little bit. Wasn't for sure what the call was.
They do give it a strike on the scoreboard. I think it was a ball. Fly out's not going to matter. That'll be a sac fly as that will score Gorman. And they will add to their lead. First run they've added in a while, but it does add one more, makes it a 5-0 ball game here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
RBI sac fly for Houlihan. Brings up the catcher, number 24, Ivan Witt.
Ivan Witt, the catcher, had a throw down to third. Get the base running error on an out in the top of this 5th inning. Kind of stops the momentum the Trojans had at that point. They had bases loaded and took advantage of the runner getting a little too far off, threw it down and got him in a pickle, and that was it. Made it 2 outs, and then a fly out by Saban ended that inning. There's a hard hit ball. That'll squeeze through. That might score one as well. Troika can throw it in, cut off by Boatman, and a single by Witt.
Not even sure Boatman saw that one go by him. That was a laser beam that went straight through there.
Hard hit ball there through between short and third. Troika able to charge up and hold the runner. And now this will bring up the pitcher, Chandler Diefenbaugh. Courtesy runner here for the catcher.
Courtesy runner for the catcher is number 3, Nick Shelton.
Nick Shelton will come on to run. Ooh, trying to bend in there and just missed him. Dillon's battled here today. He's been up and down at times, but just keeps at it. There, that was helped out by his catcher on that one. Nice job by J.A. to hold that ball in there, just slid it over just enough at the last second.
Pulled her right back in there. Good frame job.
1-1 count here with 2 out and 2 on. Trying to get out of this jam. Ball 2. Dillon's looking over to the dugout for, I'm not sure what, encouragement, hopefully. Here's the 2-1. I think he's starting to feel it go away from him maybe a little bit. In a bit of a jam now with 2 out and 2 runners in scoring position here. Facing here the number 7 batter, the pitcher. Diefenbaugh. 3-1 count. Foul ball, that might stay in play. Over there is Solomon, just started to feel that wall a little bit and wisely laid up a little bit. But and it's a full count.
Looks like the Trojans will get someone up in the bullpen. Looks like that will be Schmidt, Brendan Schmidt going to the bullpen.
And a walk on the 3-2 pitch. He'll put bases loaded now for Gage Wilson, the designated hitter. Trojans have themselves in a situation now. Luckily 2 outs, but now Coach Beaver will come to talk to Collins, and that will likely do it for him, I suspect. We'll see.
Looks like they got Schmidt in turbo mode, trying to speed him up.
Well, if we have a pitching change, we will see if that is the case. Trojans, again, right now down 5-0 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Collins has done well at times. He gave up 3 runs in that first, but it battled back and had allowed his defense to kind of pick him up over the last couple of innings.
Not going to bring him in yet.
Probably just not quite time for Schmidt to get warm. You saw Collins look over to the dugout at that point and probably should have went and got somebody right then going, but Diefenbaugh will come out as well, the pitcher, and he'll get a courtesy runner. And that will be
Courtesy runner for the pitcher.
Keenan Guilfoyle.
14.
Trey Brown. 4-14. Collins trying to hang in there. He'll come right at the designated hitter, Gage Wilson.
Wilson's 1 for 1 with a single and a walk today, so he's done his job.
Here's the 0-1. Good. Curveball there, strike 2 rather. Good pitch there. Maybe just that talk enough to give him a break, to let him catch his breath a little bit, hopefully, and get out of this jam. 0-2. Oh, he nearly got him to turn on that one. Good pitch by Dillon to put that one on the outside edge and try to get him to chase one. Couldn't do it, but a good spot for it. He's giving all he's got right now. The tank is empty. Here in this 5th inning. Here's the 1-2. Made him stay back on it again, just able to put the bat out there and get enough contact to drive it foul.
This is his 82nd pitch thrown today, so he's getting up there.
1-2 count, still here for 2 out. Good job by Jay to slide over and get in front of that one. And the count will remain 1-2, as that was a foul tip. 2 down, 3 on here. Bases loaded for the designated hitter, Gage Wilson. You mentioned he's got a single and a walk. Trying to get him to chase another one outside. Count moves to 2-2. Dillon comes out there, hands on knees. He just keeps looking over to the dugout. Not the ideal body language you want for your pitcher.
No, when you're looking over there every pitch, it's he's looking for the hook.
Are you ready yet? Are you ready yet? And lights one up there. Troike going to be able to come over. It's in foul territory. Can he get under it? Oh, he can. Misplays that one. And a missed opportunity there for the Trojans to end the inning. Evan just overran that one and maybe misjudged it. He had to cover a lot of ground as well, but.
Well, that would have helped out the Trojans and Collins quite a bit by just getting that one out of there. I would say this is going to be Collins' last batter. Schmidt's back there. Looks like he's warmed up.
Wilson gets to live another day here. The full count. Here's a 3-2. Hard hit. Oh, Wade Boatman hangs on to it. That ends the inning. Well played by Boatman. So much guts from Dylan Collins to hang in there and get through that inning, and the Trojans get out of a big-time jam. Tigers strand 3. We head to the top of the 6th next. The Trojans trail by 5. You're watching Trojans baseball here on Girard Sports Live.
This is Girard Sports Live.
First National Bank of Girard is proud to be the oldest bank in Crawford County, serving the area since 1878. With 139 years of experience, it's no surprise First National Bank of Girard has such a great reputation for quality customer service. First National Bank of Girard is committed to providing the best quality products and services, including online banking and bill pay, loans, CDs, and more. Use the convenient drive-up window or come on in and see all of the friendly faces at First National Bank of Girard, a proud supporter of Trojan athletics.
Norris Outdoor has a huge selection of quality billboards spread throughout southeast Kansas, giving you the ability to put your business in front of thousands of customers daily. But did you know? Norris Outdoor can also be where you get your next digital sign for your business, school, church, or sports venue. Norris Outdoor Signs is now a distributor of Sky Slate digital signs, giving you direct from the manufacturer pricing and giving your business a brand new look with high-resolution digital signage. To learn more, call Jared Norris at 620-249-7462. Norris Outdoor is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans.
That's not bad.
Evan Troike going to come to the plate here for the Trojans to lead off this 6th inning. As we head to the top of the 6th inning, Trojans trail 5-0. First pitch strike to Troike. Evan today has made really good contact, but he had a double in the 1st inning and a fly out in the 4th to lead off the 4th inning. There's one, another good one hit to right center field. Tracking over is Brown. He'll make the catch and one away. Well, Evan has found the ball today, just hasn't been able to get it to fall in there. He's one of the few guys who's been able to hit it into the outfield at least. And now here's Goff.
Goff is 0 for 2, a fly out and an error tonight.
Reached first on an error his last at-bat. Ducks out of there to get away from that one. Boatman, what a play. He goes and tracks that one down there to get it to the official. But what a play he had in that 3rd inning. That thing was hit hard to him. Able to get in there and get that ball and squeeze it. It looked like it was going to try to wiggle out, but Diefenbaugh still going to work here. The pitcher pitched this entire ball game. What's his?
77.
77 pitches right now is where he's at. And here's a 2-0. He had to try to work out of some jams there in that last inning. The Trojans had gotten bases loaded with 1 out in that 5th inning, and base running error made it 2 outs, and then Matt Saban flew out to end that inning. Trojans had some momentum in the 5th, trying to climb back into this ballgame. They fell behind early 3-0, then trailed 4-1 after 2. 4-0 rather after 2, but have not given up a whole lot since then. And a base runner on here is Ethan Goff will walk.
Big update downtown. Trojans up 12-5, bottom of the 6th. Must have had a big inning.
Well, they have those in them. We saw that the other day. Well, you know, it was a close ball game. I think it was 4-1. Trojans went into that 5th inning against Colgan. And I think it was an 8-run 5th that blew things open and ended in a run rule in the 5th against Colgan to close out that doubleheader sweep in conference. Lady Trojans have already won a CNC title. Working on Ethan Goff. Trojans just need base runners. Don't need to get too cute out there on the base pass. And Diefenbaugh's got a pretty good move over there. Has yet to throw a pitch here to the number 4 hitter, Wade Boatman, the 3rd baseman. A ground out and a single in this one today. And he keep going over to Goff. It's Diefenbaugh. Boatman just wanted a pitch. throw me a ball to look at, and that was a good one. Probably lulled him to sleep, and he wasn't quite ready to go. Wade's one of those guys, man. Big body, strong kid. He get a hold of one. Could be a good one. Here's the 0-1, ball 1. The junior class has been big-time contributors athletically. Wade, starting center on the football team. Odds are if you're a center, you're the first here in this one. 2-1 count here for Boatman. Again, Wade a single and a ground out in this ball game. Coming into the ball game, batting .254, 8 RBIs, a couple of doubles for the big fella. And a 3-1. Had a red light on there, I think. Let that one go. It had to be perfect, and it was a little low and outside, but just enough to catch that strike zone. Now full count. Now Wade's got to go to work. He'll hit one. Right, perfect for a double play. Over to first. And a 6-4-3 ends it again. Head to the bottom of the sixth. Trojans trailing by 5. You're watching Trojan Baseball, Girard Sports Live.
This is Girard Sports Live.
Chicken Annie's Girard is a proud supporter of Trojan Athletics. Chicken Annie's of Girard serves up the area's best fried chicken and a whole lot more. Check out their weekly specials like chicken and noodles on Wednesdays, Thursday night's kids' night, and Friday's boneless wings. Oh, and don't forget about those delicious homemade pies. Stop in or enjoy their mouth-watering favorites at home with carry-out and catering available. Chicken Annie's Girard, continuing a Southeast Kansas tradition. Learn more at chickenanniesgirard.com. or call 620-724-4090.
Back out here, Dave Reagan Stadium. Trojans trail 5-0. It's a change of the pitcher. Anytime we change the pitcher, it's brought to you by our friends at Call Service. If you're looking to change your tires or change your oil, give the guys at Call Service a call at 620-724-4121. Call Service carries a full line of tires, including farm and industrial tires. Learn more online at callservicellc.com. We'll hear from them. Start this bottom of the sixth next on Girard Sports Live.
For more than 20 years, Call Service has been serving Southeast Kansas. Right now, Call Service has a huge selection of hand-cooked tires, including hand-cooked Dynapro ATM. Farmers and ranchers trust Call Service as their trucks crisscross Southeast Kansas, providing on-the-farm tire service daily. Plus, Calls is the first stop for lube and oil changes. Get back in the game with your new set of hand-cooked tires, never halfway. Available now at Call Service. Check them out online at callservicellc.com or call 620-724-4121.
This is Girard Sports Live.
Coming in for the Trojans to pitch. He's over there warming up as Brendan Schmidt, the senior. According to the stats I got last, he has got 5 appearances on the year, a 3.0 ERA, 0-1 on the year. And he will face the number 9 hitter, Brody Bowles, the third baseman, as a single. They're going to have to make work here, get out of this one unscathed, and have a big top of the 7th if we want to try to get into this one. Here's one hard hit. That'll get Bowles on first. Hit there up the middle. And one on. And nobody out. So one on, nobody out here for the number 1 hitter. Back to the top, Alec Michaud. Trying to catch that inside corner for Schmidt. Ball 1. Brendan trying to find his spots here. In relief of Collins. I mean, I think Collins worked pretty well. You know, had his moments. Certainly showed some grit in that final inning. He pitched to try to keep things going with bases loaded and got out of that jam. And after a rough first inning, really went to work and good help from behind him. A couple of errors have allowed some runners here in this one for the Trojans. Probably something you'd talk about afterwards when you recap. The runner goes. Jay throwing it down, nearly got it there. Good speed there on the base pass for Bowles, and he'll move over to second. And a runner at second now with nobody out and a 2-1 count here for Michaud. M-I-C-H-A-U-D, Michaud.
That's how I spell it.
And another one will miss outside 3-1. Ladies came back over there against Fort Scott. 12-6, latest update we got in that one. 12-5. 12-5.
12-5.
I smell fried chicken or something. That's what it smells like to me. I doubt they have fried chicken down there, but that's what it smells like. If they do. What is that?
I think it's popcorn.
Oh, it's popcorn. Chicken flavored popcorn? Here's a sharply hit ball. Look back, they with it. Caden Lallman able to stretch out all he had there to try to get that one and stay with his foot on the base. It's Caden not real tall there on that first base side, but able to get enough of it to. There's a chance I try to convert everything I smell into fried chicken.
Are you hungry, BJ? You want to hit chicken on the way home?
Maybe I will. It's Monday, though. Most of them are closed.
That is true.
It's a little known fact. When you have visitors into town, tourists that come and they want fried chicken, they show up on a Monday. They are not very happy that they drove a certain amount of ways to get fried chicken. But the closest one here, Gebhardt's, which chicken and noodles on a Monday, they're the one that's open. Runner go over to first. Chicken and noodles on Wednesdays at Chicken Annie's of Girard. They're one of our sponsors, so we got to push that.
There you go.
I've sold some chicken noodles from our commercials. I know that. People have texted me and said, man, I saw those. I had to go. Check it out on Wednesdays. That's the whole point. Runner moves over. Bowles has gone to work on the base pass. He's earned a couple extra ones on his own to get now in scoring position. One out and a 1-2 count here for Ty Gorman. Gorman sack fly out to move a runner over, and then a fly out and a single in this one for him. And he's looking at a 1-2. Try that. Change up, no. Ball 2.
Toes are right on the line, so that inside pitch really looks bad.
Yeah. And ball 3, 3-2 count now, one away, runner on third. It's Brody Bowles, he reached on a single, lead off this inning, and another walk.
Shortstop number 9, Brady Masters.
That'll bring up Brady Masters. Brady, a RBI single in the first inning, ground out and a walk here today. His fourth at-bat of the ball game. Brendan Schmidt came in and after a 5 innings pitched by Dylan Collins.
Collins in the end of the game pitching tonight with 87 pitches. You know, struggled a little bit there early, but he really pulled it on the second, third, fourth innings.
Schmidt trying to get out of one here. Runners at the corners with one out. And first pitch, ball 1. Back in action on Thursday. We really loaded up here towards the end of the season. Had a games on Friday, we'll game today, and then game on Thursday as we do a doubleheader softball game for you against Labette County. Pre-game coverage will start around 4:15. First pitch scheduled for 4:30, depending on which official we have. He may start at 10, 15 minutes early.
It is interesting in softball. There is no set time to start. It's whenever both teams are there. Let's go.
I disagree. As a guy who's got a schedule I've got to maintain, but I don't get that decision. Here's Boatman. He'll field it. Look back to runner. Over to first. And 2 away. Brady Masters ground out to third base. And Wade's gone to work here the last couple of innings. This will bring up the cleanup hitter, number 4 batter, Matt Campbell, the first baseman. And Matt, a walk and a couple of flyouts in this ball game. With runners at second and third here with 2 out. Trojans down 5-0. And first pitch strike to Campbell from Schmidt. Here's the 0-1. Outside ball 1. Girard Sports Live as well as on radio. We'll get you those stations hopefully by the end of the week, which exact stations will be on for those games. Here's a hard hit ball to left field. That's going to score 1, maybe 2. They'll hold the runner. Boatman trying to just keep that one in front of him. He does. And it'll be an RBI single for Campbell.
RBI single by Campbell brings up the right fielder, number 5, Kieran Houlihan.
So now Houlihan up to bat for the Tigers. A couple of flyouts and a sac fly RBI in the last one. Able to hang on that one. A good thing. Otherwise, that runner was coming.
Yep. Schmidt's just a little bit slow delivery to the plate. Get a little bit of a jump start on that. But that's just the way he pitches, too. It's a little bit slower.
Here's the 1-0 and ball 2-0 count now. Fly ball to right field. Saban over there to cover it. He'll make the catch, and that'll end the inning. Trojans do give up one more. It's 6-0 as we head to the top of the 7th inning. Trojans got to make a comeback to keep this one alive. We'll see if they can when we come back. You're watching Girard Trojan Baseball on Girard Sports Live.
This is Girard Sports Live.
The Producers Co-op Farm Store is committed to making your life easier by supplying you with the things you need for your farm and home. As always, the Producers Co-op Farm Store has a great selection of farm and ranch supplies, including pet supplies, ranch and corral building supplies and equipment, automatic waterers and feed bunks, tack, dog food, pet and animal health supplies, workwear, boots, and much, much more. Come in and check out the great deals on lots of new merchandise as well. Proudly serving Girard and the surrounding area, and proud to support the Girard Trojans.
You built a castle so that the prince and princess can live happily ever after. You brought the sunshine to shine upon the whole family's future. But when the sun hides behind the clouds, State Farm can help. We put the life back in life insurance to protect your family's finances, not only in the future, but today.
Call your State Farm agent TJ Belcher in Girard today at 620-724-4558.
This is Girard Sports Live.
Another change of pitcher. Ty Gorman going to come in and pitch for the Fort Scott Tigers. Now he'll replace Diefenbaugh. Diefenbaugh did a nice job, pitched 6 scoreless innings. 85 pitches of work for him.
That's 24.
Change brought to you by, of course, our friends at Call Service. Calls a chance to change your tires, change your oil. Give them a call at 620-724-4121. Call Service has a full line of tires, including farm and industrial tires. Learn more online at callservicellc.com. We'll hear from them. Start this 7th inning next on Girard Sports Live.
For more than 20 years, Call Service has been serving Southeast Kansas. Right now, Call Service has a huge selection of hand-cooked tires, including hand-cooked Dynapro ATM. Farmers and ranchers trust Call Service as their trucks crisscross Southeast Kansas, providing on-the-farm tire service daily. Plus, Calls is the first stop for lube and oil changes. Get back in the game with your new set of hand-cooked tires, never halfway. Available now at Call Service. Check them out online at callservicellc.com or call 620-724-4121.
This is Girard Sports Live.
Like it never stop. Can you bring it to the top?
Here we go to the top of the 7th inning. The Girard Trojans. Ethan J. Hay will come to the plate. J. Hay, ground out and then hit into a 6-4-3 to end the 4th inning. Trojans had bases loaded and then had a running error, and then he hit into that double, and that's how that ended. And now he's looking at a 1-1. He'll hit one sharply up the middle. Going to be fielded over to shortstop, over to first. And one away. Good hard hit ball, but well played by Brady Masters, the shortstop. The pitcher, Ty Gorman, was the second baseman. They've changed some things around out in the outfield as Brody Bowles went from third base to second base. Caden Lolleman now to come to the plate. Caden, a couple of ground outs in his at-bats today. You look at this score sheet, ground out, fly out, ground out, ground out. The Trojans have made contact. You've mentioned it a few times that they've made contact, just not able to get on base. And that's a good pitch there by Gorman. Got Caden swinging. And 0-2 count now with one away. Nobody on. Oh, goodness. Tough call there against Gorman. That one looked like it was going to be strike three, catching Caden watching, but able to stay off of it. And a 1-2 count. He'll get good contact. That one hit to left field, under it to make the catch. And 2 away. Could be the final out of this ball game, final hitter of this ball game.
Number 6, Mitch Murphy.
Mitch Murphy will come on to hit for the Trojans. He'll hit and replace a couple guys they've brought in. Ty Norris is where he'll be hitting in that spot. Murphy looking at first pitch strike. 16 appearances this season. First at bat, according to these stats. He's been on base runner for them, scored 13 runs, so he's been out there. And 3-pitch strike, 3 up, 3 down. And that's the end of the ball game. Trojans fall here. This is a single varsity matchup. They will have a JV game in just a little bit. We won't have that one, but we will wrap things up here in this one. The Trojans fall 6-0 in 7. Here on the top of the 7th inning is how this one ends, 6-0. Trojans fall to 10-8 on the year. And did have a nice ball game, a couple of sweeps against Colgan in the CNC on Friday, but run into a tough Fort Scott team here, well-played game. All in all, I think the Trojans probably fared a little bit better maybe they would have expected coming into this game, and a good pitching performance by Dylan Collins kept a minute throughout most of it, but this is the way this one's going to end, 6-0. We'll step away, take a quick break. We'll come back and start to wrap things up here today from this ball game. Trojans fall 6-0. This is the Evans Motors post-game show. Evans Motors helping get people on the road since 1935. Stop by the lot just south of Pittsburgh. See Nate or Eddie for a test drive and let them find you the vehicle that is right for you, or check out their online showroom at evansmotors.net. Trojans fall 6-0. We'll talk about it next on the Evans Motors postgame show on Girard Sports Live.
This is Girard Sports Live.
For over 80 years, Evans Motors has provided some of the best handshakes in the four-state area. No matter what type of handshake a situation calls for, Evans Motors will guide the hand into its proper position with the correct amount of pressure. Risky handshakes, classic handshakes, or something in between, Nate and Eddie have an arsenal of shakes, roughly umpteen. So the next time you want an optimal handshake, come to Evans Motors in Pittsburgh.
Peony Dental is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. Chris Peony DDS offers exceptional dentistry for all ages in a friendly atmosphere. In fact, Chris Peony has been caring for smiles since 1993. No wonder so many Trojan fans look so good. Peony Dental offers preventative care, Invisalign, whitening, bridges, crowns, and more. Stop by today and ask about the all-new CEREC dental system, offering same-day crowns, start to finish, right there in the office. To learn more, visit them at 106 South Ozark in Girard or go online to peonydental.com.
Crawcan Telephone Cooperative has been serving Girard in southeast Kansas for 65 years. In 1952, we helped our members connect with each other using telephone lines. Today, we connect our members with the entire world using fiber optics. While the technology has changed, our commitment to deliver it to our members has not. Check us out on the web at ckt.net.
For all your insurance and financial service needs, call your State Farm agent TJ Belcher in Girard today.
This is Girard Sports Live.
Well, back out here to Fort Scott. The Trojans fall here 6-0 here in the 7th inning, and very fittingly, our camera decides it doesn't want to work here. So it's a post-game show anyways, brought to you by Evans Motors. Hoping to talk to Coach Beaver. We'll see if he makes his way up here. Of course, one of the nicest guys in the world, so he's got to go over and talk to the opposing dugout and see how they're going and how things are going. The Trojans here today falling a tough one, 6-0. And to remind you of the schedule, this is the next to last regular season ball game. We've done all those. And getting ready now for our regular season finale coming up on Thursday. We'll have that game for you back in Girard. The Lady Trojans will take on Lady Grizzlies in Labette County, another CNC SEK inter-squad matchup there, inter-league matchup rather, and the Trojans, Lady Trojans found a tough one up the road at Fort Scott, able to get out of game number 1 in the win there, and they'll have their hands full in game number 2, no doubt about it. Lady Trojans trying to remain unbeaten and take an undefeated record into the postseason. Regionals begin a week from tomorrow, and it's all a one-day deal. Come up on Tuesday, and they'll play both baseball and softball. If you win the first game, you play for the regional championship, and then you make it to the state tournament, hopefully. Trojans in this one, just 3 hits in the ball game. Evan Troike went 1 for 3. Wade Bowman went 1 for 3. 1 for 2 in 3 plate appearances, and then 1 for 2 for Ty Norris in this ball game. That was it. Trojans just very good pitching from the pitcher, Chandler Diefenbaugh. 6 innings pitched. Had 87 pitches. Probably about 60% strikes to walks. Only had 1 hit batter and didn't walk anybody. Or no, strikes to balls rather, didn't walk anybody in that one. So the Trojans able to just trying to make some contact. Able to battle back in the 3rd inning. Only trailed 3-0 early, and then just hold on. Only allowed 3 more runs over the next 6 innings, but unable to, or 5 innings rather, but unable to get any points on the board, runs on the board rather. And the Trojans fall here tonight 6-0. Got a JV game coming up in just a little bit. We're in the middle of the Evans Motors post-game show. We're going to talk to the head coach of the Girard Trojans, Steve Beaver, here on the post-game show in just a little bit when we return and wrap things up here from Fort Scott. The Trojans fall today 6-0 to the Tigers. We'll wrap it up next here on Girard Sports Live. Back in 1 minute, you're watching Trojan Baseball on Girard Sports Live.
This is Girard Sports Live.
Community National Bank and Trust has been serving the area for 30 years with a strong commitment to the highest quality leadership and banking services. Stop in soon to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant Issue Mascot Debit Card. While you're there, be sure to ask about their e-Power Checking, mobile banking, and bill pay, and new Guardian Secure Checking. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. Community National Bank and Trust, member FDIC, and a proud supporter of Girard Schools. Go Trojans! Chicken Annie's Girard is a proud supporter of Trojan Athletics. Chicken Annie's of Girard serves up the area's best fried chicken and a whole lot more. Check out their weekly specials like chicken and noodles on Wednesdays, Thursday night's kids' night, and Friday's boneless wings. Oh, and don't forget about those delicious homemade pies. Stop in or enjoy their mouth-watering favorites at home with carry-out and catering available. Chicken Annie's Girard, continuing a Southeast Kansas tradition. Learn more at chickenanniesgirard.com. or call 620-724-4090.
Ag Choice of Hepler is a proud supporter of Girard Trojan Athletics. Of course, Ag Choice has all the products you need to keep your crops growing, like fertilizer, crop protection products, and seed. But Ag Choice is also the first stop for keeping your livestock operation going, with a great selection of farm supplies, equipment, and quality feeds. To find solutions to all of your agricultural needs, contact Joe Murphy of Ag Choice of Hepler at 620-368-4347. Ag Choice of Hepler is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans.
This is Girard Sports Live.
Back on the Evans Motors post-game show, joining us now, the head coach of the Girard Trojans, Steve Beaver. His interview is brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust. He's been serving the area for 30 years. Stop in now to pick up your very own Girard Trojan Instant SU mascot debit card. Community National Bank and Trust, a proud supporter of Girard schools. Learn more online at mybankcnb.com. And Coach, well, a tough one here. A really good Fort Scott baseball team, and you guys fell behind early 3-0. Felt like you kind of balanced out a little bit. Just couldn't ever get those runs produced. All in all, a tough loss, but hopefully able to keep some momentum going here towards the end of the season.
Well, it's kind of frustrating because we have been playing good baseball, but, it just didn't seem like we came out with a lot of intensity today. And, the facilities and everything, you'd think they'd come out and play hard, but, Dylan Collins pitched really well. We make a couple plays for him. It should be like a 3-0 game, and then some of those opportunities look really big then to score.
Yeah, and as you kind of coach him up a little bit, you look at those little things, and sometimes that's when the teaching moments happen. I talk about Dylan a little bit, and he dug deep down there in that inning. He was about ready to come out facing that last batter, bases loaded, and able to get out of that jam.
All I told him was he's pitched a great game. Just reach down deep and get one more out, and then we didn't catch a fly ball for him, and then we did get that last out, though. So I was glad to see Dylan not have to come off in the mid-inning. So he did a really good job. He's done a really good job for us all year. So
you go back, you talked about the momentum. Some of that had to be last Friday. Obviously, we didn't get to do that ball game. It had to be special for you guys, and had to be a good jolt of momentum and energy to get a sweep over Colgan. I went back and looked at it. That had not happened since 2002. Was the last time the Trojans swept the Panthers, and only 4 wins over the course of the last 20 years against them. So
I knew it had been a while, and it was a big deal for these kids and the program to do that. Colgan's, Mike's had a long string of really good teams, and so we played really well in those games over at Pitt, and it was just really fun for the kids, and it was fun for me being back at Pitt.
Yeah, it was. I bet. Yeah, you guys get a little spoiled. Back-to-back really, really good facilities on that turf field as well. And now, as you start to wind things down, now this is your regular season finale, varsity-wise, right?
It is.
Now you've got a little over a week to kind of tighten up a few of these things as you look to get ready for regional in what's going to be a very competitive regional. What do you need to do to be able to be ready, and what's your expectations in those first games?
Well, it's going to be really tough to play Frontenac first game, and they've had a really, really good year. Bill Sullivan's had them playing good all year, and so it'll be really tough. And then Iola's got a really good record. Nobody seems to know a lot about them because they're not common opponents to a lot of us. But it'll be tough. But you get to regional and state play. It's just win today, win this game, and move on. Win this game and move on.
Well, it's been a good season, above 500 here as you round up with the regular season. I know that's got to be a little bit of a goal as you continue to try to grow. It looks like your numbers are great. You got a bunch of kids out, and young kids playing baseball. They just got to keep on it and get you ready to go, huh?
Yeah, it is. It's been a fun year, and like I say, we've had a good freshman class, and I see good things for the program in the future.
All right, Coach, we appreciate your time as always, and good luck at regionals.
Okay, thank you.
Head coach of the Girard Trojans, Steve Beaver, joining us here on the Evans Motors postgame show as the Trojans fall here 6-0 to the Fort Scott Tigers. Again, they do close out regular season. You expect them to play Frontenac in that first ball game of regionals, as according to Coach, and that'll be over in Frontenac. Again, the girls will play in Girard at softball in their regional. It'll probably be a Girard-Frontenac matchup in that one. In the boys' side of things, the Trojans will have to play Frontenac early out of the gate. The brackets, I'm sure, will come out here shortly. But all in all, Dale, a good day for a good season for the Trojan baseball team. They've improved, I think, dramatically over the last couple of years. A really good head coach. That certainly helps in Steve Beaver, and he's still got that fire and energy to coach these young men. But Trojans, a few things go right that today it may have been a different story.
That's right, and he talked about that. It should have just been a 3-0 game, and no one knows what the momentum swing could have been if we make that catch out there. We hold them to 1 run in the first inning. Maybe some fire comes up, and we hit the ball well off and on here today. We just hit the ball right at them. So you keep working on that. Some people say, we drew Frontenac first, probably. We just have to go out and play ball, and that's all you can do.
Yeah, if you want to get to where you want to go, you got to beat them anyway, so you might as well play them right out of the gates. Be watching our Facebook page for those brackets. Be watching us for our broadcast schedule. We'll have all those games for you in regionals, and hopefully going on to state as well, as we'll have both radio and video coverage from here on out after our regular season finale on Thursday. One more update from the girls' game.
15-5. Trojans win it.
Final score in that one. They played a softball game the same amount of time it took us to play a baseball game, so that's always good. Might head down there and watch that second game a little bit. But the Trojan men fall here today 6-0 to the Fort Scott Tigers. Ladies are in action on Thursday. We'll have it right here on Girard Sports Live. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for all the support. Thanks to you, my partner Dale Sherman. Thanks to Coach Beaver for coming up. I'm BJ Harris saying good night from Fort Scott.
This is Girard Sports Live.
McClellan Sanitation is a proud supporter of the Girard Trojans. McClellan Sanitation is also proud to have been serving Girard and the surrounding area for decades.